So today I made a little over $1,000. Let me show you how I found, entered, and managed my trade so you can see exactly how to do this every single day in under 90 minutes. And it's the same thing that I look at every day. And so it's one, looking for either a support level or resistance level. This is a support level in this trade. All it is, it's that timing, right? That patience waiting for now this market, and I'm trading the S&P 500 here, to come down into this level. You can see I have a trend line here. Wait for essentially this trend, this methodical trend it's in. So what I'm looking for is I just want to see, okay, I want to see this trend break. I want to see it start to go sideways, lose that downwards momentum, because again, you don't want to just blindly be buying, hoping that it's going to reverse. You want to see signals that are telling you that it's going to reverse. Once it's broken that trend, that's step two. I want to see it make some kind of attempt to keep going lower. I want to see it exhaust. What I'm seeing right here for that is kind of these two bearish candlesticks. Is the market really fast paced in these two candlesticks, tries to keep going lower. And you can see we essentially have a double bottom here, and it breaks out. The price here breaks out briefly, very, very tiny amount, but this big candlestick pushes it below, makes a new low, but it's barely making a new low. What I do is I call this a failed breakout. When it breaks, it makes a new low by just a little bit, and then the failure comes in when this candlestick right here, when this bullish candlestick happens. Now I'll zoom back in the recording here so you can see this when I entered, is I entered in right here once this candlestick formed. I put essentially a stop market order above this saying, hey, if it breaks above the high of this candlestick, I want to jump in on a trade, and I'm going to put my stop loss below this failed breakout, because I think I like to go with the structure of the market. And so I think that's a good place for a stop loss. Another thing too to pay attention to is that risk reward, right? Is I want to make sure that I can risk a small amount here to capture a larger amount of profit. That's a positive risk reward, and that's going to help us become more consistently profitable in the long run. And so just to kind of, again, keep zooming this forwards, you can see once it kind of had this bounce here from the news, that's where I kind of moved up with a swing. And then as well, as it continues forwards, we have this uptrend line. I'll kind of move with the swings as it goes up there. And then from there, I'm looking to slowly start to scale out of the trade now as it starts to become more and more profitable in my favor. And so this is where the wiggle room and giving the trade time to play out is really powerful, because you don't know how it's going to play out. And so here it started to punch up, looks like it was going to keep going higher, and it knocks me out there for still a nice $1,000 profit on that trade. And that's a really nice way to close out the day.